Fritz here at SneakerCon DC Day 2, and I'm here with Peyton from 440 Kicks. Just tell us a little about yourself, man.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, guys? My name is, they call me Spee. I'm from Cleveland, and basically we mainly sell on Instagram, redistribute, obviously, hype shoes, the clothing, all that good stuff, but we also supply stores. So I know a lot of people usually build their way up. They go into the stores, we supply, we do a lot of that back-end stuff. So out here at SneakerCon, come to all the SneakerCons, like to connect, network, and all that, and out here for a good time, man.
All right, good stuff. So you guys buying, selling? What do you do today? You buying, selling?
Mainly selling, yeah. If we were in Cleveland, I would be doing a lot more buying just because it'd be easier to get it back. I don't want to ship all this stuff back, but we're just trying to clear house.
All right, if you had one piece of advice for people that want to get to the scale and just want to sell at conventions, what would you say?
100%. So obviously this advice is pretty across the board. You guys just have to be consistent. You guys have to have a goal, a vision, and you got to take baby steps to get there. You can't let roadblocks or failure push you back and make you, deter from what you really want in this life. So my number one thing, stay consistent, go get it.
All right, good stuff, man. All right, and one last thing, why sneakers? Why are you selling sneakers? Would you sell pretty much anything online? What do you want? Why?
100%. So it's a little personal for me. I was bullied back in grade school, back in like 8th grade for not having shoes. And so I really went out of my own way, started hustling, got my money up because my parents couldn't afford it for myself. Bought my first pair of J's, went to school, got a little status. I was 13 years old. Cleaned them up, Legend Blue 11s, my first pair of J's ever. Cleaned them up, made a couple bucks, and I fell in love with the game, and the rest is history.
Where can they find you on social media if they want?
On Instagram, 440.kicks. Subscribe to me on YouTube, 440 Kicks. We upload movies and we sell on whatnot. We do live stream sales all week.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
My name's Derek. I'm the owner of D Sneaker Express. I've been reselling for about 2 years. I got into this right before, after COVID, like NBA All-Star Weekend. That's when I started taking it serious. I've been buying since COVID started in 2020. The first show I bought was a Fire Red 5. And I just started to scale up then.
Are you buying here? Are you selling? What are you doing mostly this weekend?
I'm looking to buy, but the prices are outrageous.
Do you have tables ever at these? Are you going to other conventions? Like, what are your plans kind of moving forward with it?
I always will have a table even if I'm buying or selling because, you get to put your stuff there. You don't have to wander it around. And next weekend I'm going to be at God Soul, and then I'll probably be at Sneaker Sesh in Orlando the week after.
You can obviously sell a lot of stuff online, right? That's a big thing. Why are you selling sneakers?
Because I just love shoes, and I love like interacting with the customer, interacting with people, meeting new people, trying different foods, stuff like that. I like to travel.
Traveling, okay. And where can we find you online if the people want to check you out?
My Instagram is D Sneaker Express. My website is www.dsneakerexpress.com. I have pre-orders for upcoming releases, in-hand shoes, all that stuff there too.
All right, definitely check him out. Appreciate it, man.
All love.
And I am here with Isaiah. Just tell us a little about yourself, man.
So I resell sneakers. I'm from Pensacola, Florida. I travel the country every weekend going to different events, and I source about 100 to 150 used pairs a week, and I sell 100 a week to a wholesale client of mine, and then I sell about 50 to 70 a week on my online platforms.
That's awesome, man. So how do you get, there's obviously a lot of stuff here, right? There's new stuff, used stuff. How do you get into used?
Well, for me, when I started reselling, I didn't have any money to start with, so I was flipping from Goodwills, Plato's Closets, stuff like that, and eventually I got really good at doing used, and it's a lot less capital intensive than new is, and the margins are better. So I'm buying a $100 shoe making $50 profit instead of buying a $200 shoe and making $30 profit if it's brand new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. When did you get into this? How long you been doing it?
7th grade. So it's been like 7 years now, and I just started making a living off of it probably 3 years ago.
Okay. And why sneakers? Like, I know you can sell a lot of stuff. Is it just that you know them? How'd you get into sneakers?
I started selling them. And then as I got more and more into it, once you get every shoe, you kind of get desensitized to it. And so now I'm more in love with learning about business and growing a business than I am with sneakers, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, man. And if people want to follow you on Instagram, what's the handle that they can follow you at?
Sneakers by Isaiah King on Instagram.
I appreciate it, man. Hope you do well.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm here with Hype Supply. Just tell us a little about yourself, man.
So I'm the owner of Hype Supply LLC, but my friends and I from Chicago have come together to, travel in a 16-hour or 17-hour radius, and any event in that range, we're gonna be there. We're gonna pull up. It just makes more sense to show out. You see how much stuff we have. We don't come light. We always tread heavy, and every time we get cashed out, we leave those holes empty because we want people to make it known that we leave a scene. Boy, you're gonna make dents. We're gonna make dents in your pockets. We brought overall 900 pairs, but we in total sold maybe around like 400, 450. and our prices are great. You can never pass them up. And guess what? You can probably walk around, you'll probably end up seeing stacks, and guess where those stacks came from? Us.
How long you guys been doing this?
So, I mean, like, we've really been like moving like this for about a year, but we've all started around our own, like, we all started at our own different times.
Okay.
But I started like in 2017, like my friends started selling shoes and I was like, oh, I could just do it, but I'm gonna do it better. I'm gonna charge better prices because it gets in and out. That's the name of the game. If you really wanna scale up, you gotta have good prices because this shit comes and goes and you gotta keep it like that if you wanna keep moving. You hold on to stuff, it's in a mold and you're gonna get stuck with it.
So is that your advice if people want to get into this? Move consistently?
Well, I mean, I would say it's like more of a process. Like, I would just say take pre-orders and then if you can't fulfill them, just price accordingly to the point where you can buy in and flip it. As long as you make $10, $15, sure, it's not a lot, but it adds up. You made somebody else happy, get them correct, and then they'll refer you to somebody else, and that's how you grow. And then you get to a point where you start selling to people who own stores. You just overall move up.
Now, you know, I know you guys got a lot of connections, but again, that's consistency, right? You guys just build it up over time.
Yeah.
So, look, really appreciate it. Definitely check out Hype Supply on Instagram. Appreciate it, man. Hope you guys do well today.
Can't forget about Switch Slave, Crispy Kicks, and Resold and Sacred Soul. You can just check us out on Instagram or check out my page. I always tag them, hype.supply. I'll tag them all in the post, and you'll see me on Instagram.
Thank you, man.
All right.
And I'm here with Heavenly Kicks from Houston. Just tell the crowd a little bit about yourself, what you're doing here.
My brand is Heavenly Kicks. We came out here to vend, but we're also buying as well. So we brought about maybe like roughly like 400 pairs of shoes to sell for the people, but also we're looking to buy about 400 shoes as well to take home. Yesterday was pretty a different day for us. So we only sold about like 60 pairs yesterday. We usually average at about like maybe 150 to 200 pairs sold per day at SneakerCon. So it was a slow boogie day. Maybe the venue, well, our location in the venue wasn't all that, but hey, we're gonna bounce back today. I got 250 pairs sold today. Hey, we're gonna do our thing.
All right, so you can sell a lot of places, you can sell online. How'd you get into going to conventions, and do you go to them every weekend? Is this a regular thing?
Okay, yeah, so we actually do vend almost about every weekend out of the entire month. We only travel out of town like 2 or 3 weeks. So like going to sneaker cons, going to like Costco. We go to the big events out of town, but some of the like local events in Houston or in Texas, we travel to every week because we're always buying. We try to buy about 200 to 300 pairs per week, so we got to go to conventions to get those amount of pairs.
Okay, and if you had any advice for people that are trying to get into this at conventions, like what would you say? Because I see a lot of people here that are trying to scale, and you clearly have done that to a pretty good extent. What do you do?
So I would say if you're trying to scale, me personally, I would stay away from conventions to start. Like I started in retail. I started, the grind work, building those connections with people and different things like that. I have only been doing sneakers, we're 2 years, I believe. So I'm like only 2 years into the game, full time. I was doing it a little bit in college just to get the pairs I wanted for only personal pairs, but to doing resale, I only been in the game for 2 years strong. We started during COVID in 2020 and been grinding ever since. So,
all right, so we really appreciate it, Heavenly Kicks. Definitely check them out, man. He's got a lot of inventory, and hope you killed today, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.